They try to drown me, I can swim upstream so profoundly. I can stay calm in a dire situation. I'm at it every day, no time for a vacation. And I smell blood in the water. Everything I do, yeah, I do it for my daughters. Now I'm gonna shut your lips. It's time for a brand new episode of what? We talking jit, say what? We talking jit, say what? We talking jit, say what? We talking jit, said it's time for a brand new episode of Talking Jit.
Hello.
This episode is going to be called Mike's Back.
Yeah, I'm back.
He's back.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Just in time for the Christmas episode. Thank you. What's up, man? What's been going on?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. Just getting ready to add an addition to the family. I'm having a
Congratulations, dude.
man.
Are you excited?
You, man. Heck yeah. Parenthood, fatherhood. Yeah,
Do
man.
you know what it is yet?
It's a girl. It's gonna be a girl.
Bro, why do we keep having girls?
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Jesus, pray for boys, meditate for boys, and get girls.
Dude, I'm at the point now where it's like, I feel like if I try again, like, it's like do or die. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bro, I'm done, bro. I mean,
like if I try again and it's another girl, I'm just like, there's no chance of a boy because I don't know if I want how many I want. You know what I mean?
Jeez, yeah. Damn, 3 girls and a boy, dude.
That'd be sick. I'd take it.
Hey, remain consistent,
Actually,
right?
I don't know. Like if someone came up to me right now and said, you can have a boy on your 4th one.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if I'd do it.
Really?
I'd have to really think about it, man. I'd have to really think about it. I mean, being a girl dad's not that bad.
Yeah,
it really ain't.
Not that bad.
I couldn't even picture having a boy now, actually, now that we are talking about it.
Right. I mean, it has its perks, ups and downs, but I mean, for the most part, bro, I mean, all in all, honestly, the parenthood shit, man, it's changed me, man. I became a better person, more considerate, I tell you, for sure,
In what way?
Just forgiveness, for sure, for one, and just in the grand scheme of things, a lot of things don't really be that serious, or you can't. I mean, I don't know. It's just
like your patience.
Yeah, like poise,
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, for sure.
Your resilience, your patience builds. Yep. You freaking you push through a lot of emotions. You know what I'm saying? At least that's where I go.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because we're not. I mean, like, I love it, bro, but we're not like old. You know what I'm saying? We're not like 47. You know what I'm saying? Like shout out to 47-year-olds. But I'm just saying, like, we're still, what do you call it, our primes or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I feel good. How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel like $1 million, dude.
a little bit different of a circumstance now that.
But hey, we kicking, we breathing, we're here.
I mean, you're doing good, man. I mean, last time you were on, we talked about your car accident a little bit, and then now, as we were talking about in the gym the other day, you're friggin' your feet. You're hopping around. Your feet are bending. Your body's moving way better.
Yeah.
You used to have to skip warm-ups and kind of do like a little sidestep thing, and now you're flowing. You're moving, dude. It's looking good.
Back in it, dude.
You feeling better?
Yeah,
All the therapy paying off, or what?
yeah, bro. Not for nothing. Everything costs money.
For sure.
So, but that doesn't change the fact that I got a brain. You know what I'm saying? I can remember exercises and certain stretches, and you know what I'm saying, and movements. All the doctors and therapists and you know what I'm saying, and trainers have me do. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I got a couple mats at the house here at the house. I try to get up most mornings, you know what I'm saying, before everybody else, and at least go like stretch a little bit, get my body moving and grooving just because most days be long, and you only get one body, man. You only get one body.
So for the people who might not have been here since the beginning or might not have listened to your episode, Mike McFarland has actually, you have the top played episode. You have the most plays so far.
No shit.
And you were my first episode. And
Let's
in that episode,
go.
we talked about how you went from being a NFL tight end to getting into a car crash. Well, not car crash, a car hit you.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're lucky to be alive, let alone getting out of the hospital and going straight to jiu-jitsu.
Right. Like
Because
not
you,
even what, 6 months later, not even 6 months after I got out the hospital, I was like limping in there.
and that story is just fucking nuts. But what's even crazier is time has passed since we met, since you walked in the gym. Another friend of mine, which is, kind of like the theme of the podcast so far. But
Let's go.
I met you like your first day in. You went from everything from, being like somewhat immobile. You've got bones that are fused together. You've had toes that were stuck curled. You've had what? Did you have both feet corrected?
I mean, no, just one. I mean, I'm supposed to have like 2 or 3 toes on this foot, but I'm like, man, they're not that bad. You know what I'm saying? And like, I feel like I've cracked them enough to where I got them to where I want them.
You're,
That
you're
sounds crazy coming out of my mouth,
right.
but it's
Well, I
true.
think it was our boy like realized it the other day. He's like, "Man, you're moving nice," and I started paying attention. And I'm like,
Yeah,
"You have a more natural step now. Like you're not just kind of like on your heels, like hopping.
yeah,
You've got more of a natural like kind of flow. Your step
yeah.
is nice."
Like I felt like I would waddle like a penguin. Like I'm sorry for cursing, but like
Oh, there's no. I don't click the child
okay.
button, the
Bet, bet, bet,
the,
bet, bet, bet,
the
bet.
child audience button when I upload these. So you're good. You're
Beep,
good.
beep, beep.
Well,
Okay. Oh, cool, cool, cool. But no, yeah, man. I mean, I feel like I mean, I feel like my biggest fear is just to fail. Like just like in anything that I'm like, not like little stuff, but just like what I'm saying, things that like I want to accomplish. And I know in order to begin to achieve that or go in the right direction to that stuff, you know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to chase is I gotta, I can't just choose to wake up 3 weeks from now and start, like I know it starts from, when you wake up in the morning, regardless of who you gotta feed, you know what I'm saying? And
right.
you gotta get ready for school. And I think for me, that's like going from bachelor to like that, and like the flip of a switch was just like I mean, like I loved it, you know what I'm saying, but I can see how that could taint you know what I'm saying, a lot
Right.
of people's
So what are you afraid of failing?
um
Like failing as a father or
like yeah, like my situation, like
dropping
like
the ball?
yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying, like because like I'm having another child, so like I have 2 daughters. Well, I'm going to have 2 biological daughters. One, my oldest daughter is 8, and then my girlfriend is pregnant right now. But for a long time I've been trying to just rekindle my relationship with my oldest daughter, and I'm just impatient when it comes to a lot of things, and like and regardless of how good of a father myself and everyone around me thinks that I am, I have to be patient, and wait until she chooses to see it, and I just got to remain consistent, make sure I'm like, and my biggest fault is like, will she see it? You know what I'm saying? Because like, will she see it? For me, that's
Oh
like
yeah.
that's like me growing up. You know what I'm saying? I want to make it to the NFL, and everybody telling me, well, 0.5% of the, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, damn, will I make it? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm doing everything I can to make it, and that's what I gotta have. Like, so it's like I gotta have faith in the work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and dude, I mean, I think for me as a parent, the number one thing I say I've learned is patience because I like instant results.
Right.
I mean, I just like results.
Right.
It
It's
doesn't
not
have to
got
be.
to.
It doesn't. There's like a fine line. Like you have to see some sort of like
Mm-hmm.
progress,
Yep.
but I also understand there's a long game to anything that's worth it.
Mm-hmm. That's worth
And
it.
hence, jujitsu. That's something that the people listening who aren't practitioners understand is like it's such a long, rewarding sport, but it's like it kind of teaches you like a long game.
Mm-hmm.
But so does parenthood for me. I mean, when my 2-year-old is giving me attitude and not listening and not reasoning with me,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I'm sitting here expecting her to like see things on my level. Like it gets so frustrating for me to try to explain stuff that like I don't know why I'm expecting this little human, this brand new human being
Mm-hmm.
to understand like, hey, you need to eat your food to get big and strong and you need to get your sleep so tomorrow's
Right.
not so tough.
Right.
When really all she cares about is Miss Rachel and like Coco Melon, you know what I mean? Or actually my daughter's she's like into the Grinch and shit, but yeah.
Yeah.
The
Grinch is the shit.
Dude, that Jim Carrey one's the best in my opinion.
Bro, I know every word of that shit, dude.
I've seen it so many times this holiday season. I think I got it down too. We could replay that movie.
It's so underrated, bro. I'm sorry. It's such an underrated movie. I mean, it's a classic,
No,
though. That and
no.
Elf is a classic for sure.
Oh, for sure. So, what are you pushing through? I mean, to not fail and stuff. I mean, what steps you taking?
Honestly, well, one, just I remain like my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, man. Just I try to keep him at like the head of my household,
Yes.
and like I try to keep myself. Well, one, I try to hold myself accountable just because I know they watching everything I do. You know what I'm saying? And like two, uh, just just you know what I'm saying? Just trying to get them to to be good people, man. And I just don't want to, like just a normal person. It's really just the whole parenthood thing, man. And well, I guess so for okay. It's a couple things, right? So we hit on that. So here's another thing. So what about like what would you say about like splitting up the parenthood, like the parenthood and like chasing like the like the dreams, like 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 the tournament shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the jujitsu. You know what I'm saying? Like
Like
what if you're
me
trying to
compete?
become a world champion, right? Or any type of champion, right? Like how would you split up? Like how do you split up your time with jujitsu? Because I feel like I'm having a hard time with that. I mean, because like one, I'm like renovating the house and stuff, but
Right.
I'm having a tough time like
Well,
managing.
I'm starting to learn that shit happens.
Right.
And there's like a certain urgency, especially like when you're newer to the sport, like you are,
Mm-hmm.
which like, you've been there for a few years. So it's not necessarily new, but it's newer. Um, like there's like this urgency you get, like you have to show up. You don't want to miss out. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And there's like just the reality is like shit happens. It's like a marathon. So divvying up the time gets really tough. I'm in a weird situation right now to where like I go to work, I train on my lunch breaks, I take a long lunch break, and I don't know if my job's just cool with it or they don't notice it, but it's not changing. I mean, that's number one.
Right.
The reality is like I that's as much as I'm willing to bend.
Right.
And I don't know if they just understand that, if they know it, or they just like they don't check in because I get my work done. But
Mm-hmm.
so I'm coming in, I'm training on my lunch break, and like I'm not getting like the warm up and like the situational, you know what I mean? Like I'm coming in, I'm catching the end of the lesson, and I'm like getting the rolls.
Right. Right.
And then I'm staying after to ask questions and kind of like test things, and then I'm also studying, like either like come home and I watch videos, tournaments, competitions, and I'm paying attention to what guys are doing and kind of like looking for like little weird adjustments, like little weird moves that they do,
Mm-hmm.
and trying to break down and figure out why they're doing it that way.
Right.
So
Okay.
for what I'm missing out with the first half of, well, not the first half, but like the first part of class, I'm making up for later on in the day. So it's almost like I'm at like a lag. Like I go in and I train,
Right.
and then later on I'm watching competitions. I'm watching some of the guys that I think are actually good break down shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like staying in the realm, and I'm like writing my mental notes down for the next day. And then I also, because of that, I have to force myself to keep like two or three things in my head that I'm working on. Like Professor said today. What did he say today? To that new kid, Glenn. He said, I'm not teaching you any new things. I'm not teaching
Right.
you anything new.
You got to branch off from what you already do.
No, yeah, but like he was trying to figure out an alternative to the triangle. And Professor's point was, I'm not teaching you an alternative to the triangle. You're going to keep trying the triangle until you do it right.
Right. Okay.
So, so basically, you're focusing on that until you do it better,
Until you
rather
do
than
better.
throwing up
Do
a shitty
something else.
triangle and always going to plan B. He
Just
wants him to
keep
learn how to
throwing.
throw up a good
Keep
triangle.
throwing. Keep throwing. Keep throwing. Keep throwing.
So I kind of do that. Like I kind of have two or three things that like I push for, and it actually kind of helps because being like an upper belt, it gives me more of a challenge rather than just rolling to win all the time. Like it gives me like, okay, I'm gonna roll with this guy, or I'm gonna roll with this guy, and I'm gonna try to, like Seth. I rolled with Seth today.
Mm-hmm.
My initial plan was to work side control and work like a bread cutter, like situation where I have a few options from pulling a bread cutter, or
Mm-hmm.
some people call it like a damn it, I'm drawing a blank. The choke, you know what I'm talking about. Um, but I was rolling him and I kept seeing his elbow out, so I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna try to not guillotine. I'm gonna try to crucifix him, and it just drew me into like trying to get crucifixes.
Oh, okay.
So it's not necessary. I'm just trying to be more efficient, you know what I
Right.
mean? And then I'll go home and study. So, or in your situation, where you are having a struggle getting there and trying to make the most of it and not miss out, it might be beneficial for you to show up for a class, ask your questions, and then on your drive home, because you have a long drive home,
Yeah.
think about what you got caught in the most or what held you back the most in that day.
In that day.
Were you stuck on your back? Were you stuck in side control? Were you stuck in half guard? Did you not get any sweeps? Did you, you know what I mean? Like, just where did you have hard times?
Right.
And you can make up for what you think you're slacking by plugging those holes. Or save that question for next time. I know you have voice notes in your phone. You could even write a voice note like, hey, next practice, I want this. And then you can bring that question to professor or any of us, you know what I mean? And we'll help you out.
Okay. Yeah.
So even though you're not there as much as you want, you're still making the best of your time.
Cause I write down questions quick, boy. But I stay thinking the questions all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Right.
I be doing some certain type of move or over there moving around the mat. You know what I'm saying? And let me jot this down. But yeah. So right now, my thing is I'm trying to. You know, I feel like everybody that's at a stage in the blue belt, or you can let me know. But I feel like I got to learn the ins and outs of this whole straight ankle business. I feel like because I remember going over it like once before, you know, because like of my elbow on this right side, it was like a modified, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like now, you know, I'm getting stuck into like, you know, single leg X or whatever, and you know, on that outside or that ankle right there, just like not locking it up, but you know, like them rolling over and like, you know, and me, I guess like not having the leg secure and, you know, and then just everything bad. And I end up letting it go and getting fucked. But,
Well, then you need to keep trying it and
right.
break it down into steps rather than like, I'm trying to get an ankle lock.
Right.
Break it down into like, I'm trying to grab it better. I'm trying to hold on to it. How long can I hold on to it? And just research and ask questions.
Okay.
I mean, you're in the blue belt slump right now. That's a tough belt. I think we were
Yeah.
talking about that the other day.
Yeah. Because it's crazy because I feel like, I mean, and I remember y'all was telling me this as a white belt. It's like, bro, it's going to be years and years of you asking these same questions and you getting told the answer and you being like, damn, I was told that before. And, or, you know what I'm saying? It's just,
Oh, yeah.
It's just like a shit ton of information, you know what I'm saying? You got to just retain, you know what I'm saying? Or like make it muscle memory. That's the thing, huh?
Yes. So remember I told you, and this is good for the podcast. So there is a guy, and I won't say his name, but when I was new to the gym, I was off of like not training for a few years. So I came back in the gym, although I was a blue belt, the game evolved. I was behind, like, you know, jiu-jitsu is growing so rapidly and fast that like it was pretty crazy that at blue belt, like I signed up there, and although I might have been a blue belt 5 years ago, there's so much new shit going on that like I had to get caught up, right? Well, at the time, there's a guy who was a purple belt, and he used to be like, you know, I used to come at him, bro. I used to try my hardest. I used to try to tough it out. I was trying to win with toughness. You know what I'm saying? Like, just not get tapped and just try harder than he does and hope I win, even though he outranks me and he's got the knowledge and everything. And I just remember getting frustrated one day and being like, I forgot what he caught me in. And I'm like, man, like, basically, like, got pissed. I'm like, you keep fucking getting me with that shit. I don't know what to do. And he just, instead of like giving me advice and laughing, or instead of giving me advice and being like, well, dude, stop putting your arm here, or your posture's bad, or like giving me like some sort of tip, he laughed and he said, I remember being there. So at first I'm like, what a fucking dick. Like, I don't like this guy. But again, this is how you turn a positive to a negative. My mindset went from like being like, what a fucking dick, to like, it stuck with me. It fucking stuck with me because I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, kind of a dick move. But two things came to mind from that. One, him saying that showed that this is normal and that what he has can be achieved just by putting in the days he did. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Because he looked at me and said I was there. So I
Right.
found comfort knowing like, okay, he's been this frustrated and he just kept showing up. So one, in my head, I'm like, if he could do it, I can do it.
Right. Boom.
And second of all, he's like, I remember being there. It just motivated me. Like I was just like, you know what? Like he remembered being there. All I got to do is put in the time. Like he laughed, but like that showed me that I could get to that spot. And the other thing that was cool about it is that if it was easy to get to that spot, it wouldn't be worth being in that spot.
Right.
So him saying that to me, I was like, fucking asshole. But now it still sticks. Like now I'm like, you know what? Like I look at people, like everyone who's better than me or can put it on me from that point on was like, well, if I just keep showing up, I can one day be that. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not like you don't have to work hard or try.
Right.
Or in my mind, like I try to be a savage. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't want to be ordinary. I want to be fucking good. But it just showed that like you're on the right path. Does that make sense?
Yeah. For sure.
And I think you called me and told me you started applying that. What did I tell you? And you were actually at the time going through. I think I shared this with you because you were in the same spot. Full fucking circle, Mike. This is what's crazy.
Bro.
Holy shit.
Like that limbo. Like I had missed that week. I had missed the week because of kids.
And at that moment, bro, you were me, and I was the purple belt. Like
that first day, getting smashed by everybody.
But yeah, do you see what happened? Like the situation that was fucking nuts is it came full circle. I'm sitting there as the advanced guy. You're sitting there as the frustrated blue belt.
Yeah.
You were me years ago. I'm that guy that pissed me off years ago.
Shit.
You know what I mean? And I'm just like, I told you, like, what did I tell you?
Like you told me you just in that slump right now, man. You just in that slump.
Yeah, and I think I told you this story to let you know, bro. It's just there's gonna be ups and downs, and there's gonna be things, and then you told me, and I want you to take over from there. But you said you started applying it to life, right?
Yeah. Yep.
How so?
With the family and all this, man. With just you know what I'm saying, just everything. Kids getting sick. You know what I'm saying? Kids getting sent home from school. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just like sporadic stuff. Just like things, you know what I'm saying, coming up. And it's like you know, with jiu-jitsu, you try to do something and then your opponent puts you, you know what I'm saying, in a bad position. And it's like, well, you got to address certain things, take certain steps back. You know what I'm saying? You can't continue to go forward. You got to like halt. You got to like address grips, and you know what I'm saying? And it's like that's just life, you know what I'm saying? And opposed to me freaking out and wanting to do what my younger self would do and just, you know what I'm saying, do away with responsibility, you know what I'm saying, responsibilities and all this other stuff. No, just take it and continue to take it in stride, and it's crazy that was like the day after, you know what I'm saying? I like put that in the use the day after you talked to me about it in class, which was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It was all just like written that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it was trippy.
But you started
yeah,
recognizing.
I thank God though, you know, for it.
You saw the patterns and you started applying them.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and it presents itself, you know, and it's like, well, what are you gonna do? It's like a move, you know what I'm saying? It's like the Berimbolo.
a mental move, dude.
You know,
a complete mental move, right?
Yeah.
And going back to what you're talking about earlier, man, like what was it? Football. Only 0.5% make it to the NFL. Well, shit, am I gonna make it?
Right.
It just goes to show you that like so many reasons to give up, but like it's mental. It's more mental than you think. Like like it's not just showing up and this guy's more athletic and this guy's more athletic. It was like, you know,
like toes behind the line at the start of every sprint.
Right, and you got to have the confidence and build. You have to build the confidence in yourself that you're going to make it.
Yeah,
or you're going to make your best ditch effort. You know.
Yeah, man. Like, man, it was. I can't tell you the amount of times I got laughed at by like teammates for actually stretching in stretch lines. You know what I'm saying? Like not for nothing. You know what I'm saying? But like
Hmm.
for actually stretching or like my hamstrings. But it's fourth quarter, uh, late August night, 101 degrees, humid. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, pop his hamstring. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
other bruh pop his Achilles. And it's like, but y'all look at me. You know what I'm saying? Now we get spanked by 35 and it's my fault. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm the only one healthy. But it's
Yeah.
just it's all that. It's just the discipline. You know what I'm saying? Talent, like it's everything. You know what I'm saying? It's a collective, like, you know what I'm saying? Like being the world champion. You know what I'm saying? You just can't wake up and just expect that to happen, man. You know what I'm saying? I look at people like, you know what I'm saying? Like the black belts of the gym, you know what I'm saying? Like Bobby Fallon, Zach, even Zach, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying?
Hold on. I'm gonna issue a quick challenge to you.
Oh. What?
Try not to say you know what I'm saying.
Okay. Oh, that's me. My
Yeah.
apologies. I get to going. My apologies.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I was just saying. I want to see if you could still articulate without saying you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's.
Am I being a bully?
Are you being a? You're making me feel uncomfortable. Dude.
All right, then go for it.
I'm
Full
just
full send
kidding.
it.
I'm just kidding, dude. I'm just joking. I got you, man. I'll be more professional. My bad.
No, I'm not saying it's unprofessional. It's just you're saying it a lot, and I don't know if it's a filler or not. So I was like,
Oh.
I wonder if you would come up with new transitions.
Oh. Okay. A little challenge.
It's
Okay.
just a challenge. I don't
Yeah.
care. It doesn't bother
For
me.
sure. Check me out.
I
Okay.
just figured I'd throw a challenge at you.
Yeah, I got you.
But see,
What's a challenge accepted? Challenge accepted.
see, I knew you'd be down. Exactly.
but
I want to do it just to be a dick.
but no, yeah, the point five, I mean, it's crazy because like growing up, they would try to like threaten you with the statistics. You know what I'm saying? To see if you would, you know what I'm saying, just choose to step back or not.
Yeah.
It was interesting, but I'm looking left, looking right, like who y'all ain't. All right, I'll go next. But because it's like when it's like because when Bobby Knight, the Hall of Fame basketball coach that like threw the chair across the court and all that and
Yeah.
died and like beating his coach and stuff. Because when he came and spoke to the University of Florida football team, and when Fred Taylor came and spoke to us, and when who else? And when Tim Tebow came back and spoke to us, and all of them. Oh, and when Billy Donovan came and spoke to us, they all asked who wanted to be in the NFL, and you don't think every last one of us raised our hands?
Yeah, for
This
sure. The
is,
whole entire place, right?
you know what I'm saying? This is what they call them, premier unit. Well, it's not a state university, University of Florida. Yeah, premier university, right? I mean, but it's still people that they gotta look in the mirror and know, dang, I fell short, or dang, I gotta go a different route. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like honestly, as an athlete, you know what I'm saying, not to take it there because I know we're not talking about that, but I feel like that's the biggest. That's the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
that's the biggest thing. I feel like that's the biggest reason in my life why the whole failure thing is like blatantly just across, like theoretically just like on a billboard type shit, like because
But
so
you,
much of my life was like, I guess, molded off of that, built off of that. You know what I'm saying? That was always the
right.
goal, was to make it there,
But you made it. I mean, you found your way into the league, right?
Yeah, for what, 2.5, 3 years.
Was it everything you imagined?
Uh, honestly, yeah, it was pretty. Excuse me, 4 years, 4 years. But no, it was cool. It was cool, man. It was interesting, fast. FAST, cheese and grits. Yeah,
Yeah, I
fast.
mean, I just had Tano on, and Tano, I've seen his schedule before, dude, and it's like time blocked out. Like, there's
Yeah,
not.
right. It's like, but honestly, no cap though. They do get some time off though. You know, they do get some nice breaks. But when they go to work, they go to work, boy. I get to them. I
Yeah, I
get to
mean,
them. But them off days is truly needed, man. Honestly, yeah. You know,
what
how's
it?
he doing? How's he? I'm sorry. How's
No,
I'm a big fan. Big fan of Big Dog. His name Tano. Yeah, right.
he's doing good, man. I think he just got. I just saw him post. It said like something about a hat trick. Is that when you get 3 sacks
Dang, he probably got 3 of them things. Yeah.
against
Jeez.
against the Giants? So
Dang, no O-line. Jeez.
yeah, dude. Whenever him and I
That's
talk, I
good.
take full credit. Good things happen to him.
That's
No,
awesome.
I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. I'm,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to steal a shine. No, I think he's doing good, man. And
That's awesome. That's awesome.
he's in a great position. And it amazes me how many years he's had and how healthy he stayed. So I hope he stays healthy.
They're real. They're
But
real. And it seemed like he really take care of his body too, so that's good, man.
yeah, man. And we talked about that type of stuff. Hey, actually, speaking of that, when you played, did you have a guy that was on the sideline that like checked like your wardrobe and stuff like that and looked for fines? Like,
Yes, bro. Are you? Oh my God, bro. That's the most annoying person on the roster. On the bro. Yes, bro. Don't nobody like him on the squad, bro. Bro, stretch lines. Everybody out there stretching, bro. He walk up and down the stretch lines, bro, looking for MFers with different color socks and cleats. Bro, and he'll let you know, hey, you know that's a $300 fine, and bro, yes, they still got him.
yeah, I think when I interviewed him, he said he said
That's
uh
awesome. That's
yeah.
awesome.
So when I met him, which is like a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years
Mhm.
ago,
Mhm.
it was funny because he's like he's like I made him custom cleats, and he was talking about like getting caught or whatever, or like it's like a potential $5,000 fine.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, how do they know? And like he was talking about how they've got like a guy with binoculars, they've got
Mhm.
they've got people up in the like he was just explaining like how this guy goes around and just has like a checklist
That's crazy, bro.
and checks people's shit, and it's like
That's insane, bro. How crazy. Still, that's insane. The binoculars is OD.
I just remember him
That's
telling me all about that shit and just being
that's
like,
wild. But yeah, man, like I remember, yeah, man. Like granted, I was in the league way almost, it's 2023, what, 8 years ago. But yeah, it was yeah, they had more balls back then, man. It was dudes walking up and down I'll never forget it, man. The field, like, hey, yeah, making folks run back in the. I mean, that was Houston, though. And those the Texans. So, but
yeah, dude, we should. Well, I don't know. Well, are you allowed to talk about like what happened to you there?
oh yeah, I mean, you can Google it if I don't tell you, but I mean, it don't
I
matter,
remember
man.
when you said that and I typed your name and it was like one of the first fucking things that came up.
Yeah, I mean, now thankfully you type my name in the car accidents first. Let's go, let's go.
I'd much rather me getting hit by a car come up from before.
Right, than me getting extorted, right? Jesus
So the
Christ.
fucking league, bro, how fucking crazy. So
So
they have their
sad,
own
bro.
department for people
Like they
who.
want to, it's so sad, bro.
So
Bro, and
you
it was,
said
bro.
you said
I mean,
Hugh.
I don't know. I don't want them to come blow my house up, bro. But nah, man.
You think it's like that?
I mean, ain't no. I mean, it happens. So I mean, if you
Houston
Google it,
has its own department for like, what'd you say, for like not
well,
fraud,
I honestly
for
think every
blackmailing?
team. Well, I believe honestly, if we're being technical about it, every team has this.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, this is the part that works, that the security part. It's the that makes them go viral and stuff. Get to give them the blue check and all that stuff. It's that department.
Mm.
That's the department that caught it and like what caught them trying to finagle with yeah, trying to extort me, man. Yeah, man. Had to get my little Wiz Khalifa on, man.
So
Had
long.
pitch, had pictures of me, man. Had pictures of me burning. You know, I honestly think marijuana is like legal in Texas too, but don't quote me. But I'm not sure. But
I mean, back then it was probably so. Basically,
right,
like, what
that
was it? It
shit
was like
was
some chick just like was setting you up, taking pictures,
yeah,
and
man.
her and her boyfriend were trying to extort it.
Yeah, strippers. I mean, yeah, just people that excuse me, dancers, right? Yeah, exotic dancers, right? Yeah.
Entertainment.
You know, and and some friends, and they took some photos of us. Well, not me, but I was in them while the stuff was going on, so that's why I got popped, and then they sent those to like well, I guess they got in from the ticket office, right? And and then Coach O'Brien
So
called me up there to the office, and he was like, "Man," well, he said, "You just can't get right, huh?" He said, "You just can't fucking get right, Mike."
so that was Bill
Hey.
O'Brien, huh? Still,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
15
because
and
you had like
15 and 0,
Clowney,
lose the Super Bowl. Bill O'Brien, yep.
dude. That dude, like, I thought built like a great team, and then like ruined a great team.
Come
Sorry, folks. My daughter had a
on.
my daughter came out and she wasn't feeling too good. I wanted to check on her. So we were talking about how basically you got called into the office and got written up. No. So when they did that, what I want to know is, first of all, how did they bring the quote, hand quotes evidence to like light? Like, did they walk in the Texans like box office and be like, "Hey, we got some shit"? Did they?
So, so yeah, so apparently, yeah, the guy like those was his women or whatever. So apparently, they came back to him with this stuff, and yeah, he called the ticket office, and you know what I'm saying, instantly with the threats with the ticket office, and they was like, apparently they like directed him to like, you know what I'm saying, relations or whatever part, you know what I'm saying, that was, and which was like the head of the security, and they stung him, and I just saw he was on the news, and um,
They did what to him?
bullshit.
They
They stung
stunned him.
him. They like
Oh,
set him
stung.
up. Yeah, set him up. Oh yeah, we got you. Cause he wanted some simple shit. Like a couple grand. So he's drug addict too, whatever. And he was like, yeah, we got you. And
It is kind of gangster that the Texans like were like, "Yeah, man, bring it, bring all the evidence, bring it all. We'll meet up and we'll pay you, and we got your ass, bitch." Like,
so apparently they like met him at like at a Papa Do's restaurant, dude. Like Papa Do's, I guess it's like a seafood bro restaurant, whatever that's like out there in Houston. Some shit like some Louisiana style shit, I guess, or whatever. And yeah, got him. Yeah.
and then so
Go
like,
ahead, stand up, put your hands behind your back for
in what trouble did you get in? Any?
yeah, they cut me.
So when they cut you, how did you feel?
I felt miserable. I felt at that moment I felt like I was trying to please everybody else at that, because I was hurt, because I was on IR.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So that moment, and they kept me too. You know what I'm saying? They was like, man, we finna get you 285. At that time, I was like 272, bro, 275. It was like, yeah, man, we finna get you 285 and let you loose like a werewolf. You know what I'm saying? And I was gonna be like a whatever them tight ends, like a Dwayne Allen or
Right.
what, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. What's big 80? I forget the white boy that used to play for the Colts too. That played across from him. I
Oh, I
forgot
can't think of it.
Kobe Fleener.
Yeah, he
You know what I'm
played right.
saying? Or even the kid or Tyler Eifert. You know what I'm saying? Or a Jimmy
So,
Graham. That's who I had in mind.
did
But
you
you know
think
what I'm
over when
saying?
they cut you?
Huh?
Did you think it was over when they cut you?
Nah, I just knew. At that time I had to like go all in for myself. And I had my jit too. My jit was like 2.
Mm.
But yeah, so I had to. Yeah, that's what hurt me because I had to tell the mother of my kid and them. You know what I'm saying? Before that shit came out for real. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I see what you. Yeah. I got you. Yeah.
But like,
So
but I'm glad I did that though. You know what I mean? So
that must have been tough because you might have. I don't know. I imagine when they
yeah,
did that sting and shit that they like. I imagine you probably felt good that they got his ass, but you probably at the same time were like, "Oh shit, you're letting me go. Now what do I do? Like, how do you go get on another team? Did someone else call you? Did he like set up?
yeah. So I got so. Well, yeah. So yeah, bro.
You had
I
like an
mean,
agent or something?
I was just about to say, bro. If you would have heard my agent, bro, so imagine like the 2 angels on your shoulder, right? So imagine like you got the 2 good angels with like the bad angel attitude. So he's just gonna curse your ass out. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna tell you the right thing to do, but he's just gonna curse your ass out, especially when you do the wrong shit. And boy, when I tell you at that, like, yeah, I was telling them like, man, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, don't scream at me, type shit, whatever. But he was just upset. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he was like, bro, this is why I work for you because of these situations right here. He's like, why you ain't call me? I'm like, I did not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't think of that. Like I wasn't thinking of that shit. He's like, bro. He was like, now they want to cut you. Like, because obviously he told, you know what I'm saying?
He
Like,
talked to him
they don't,
already.
yeah. So they talk to your representative, bro. Like, they don't. I mean, unless like you ain't got nobody, you know what I'm saying, representing you. Like they talk to, you know what I'm saying, your folks who, like in terms of like that type of shit, you know.
Right.
So, um, my agent was like, "Yeah, man, they trying to cut you and shit." Like after that shit, like, "Yeah, man, they trying to cut you, yada yada." So I go back up there, and then he told me that shit, packed my bags, gave me the OG plastic, the OG black plastic garbage bag. Walk of shame. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know what time it was. You know what
How
I'm
come
saying?
you're the only
Folks,
one who got cut?
cause man, it was like some sporadic shit. You know what I'm saying? I was on IR. That shit, it was just distraction shit, doing some shit that I wasn't supposed to be doing for real. Motherfucker, I walked by folks laughing. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers telling me it was a good party though. You know what I'm saying? Like, but all in all, like, it had me look. I feel like I keep saying that. But all in all, it had me look in the mirror. Ultimately, what I wanted to become, like the type of athlete I wanted to become in terms of my character, and to go off of what you were saying about like afterwards, I got signed to their district rival. I got signed to the Indianapolis Colts after that. Andrew Luck's last 2 years. Yeah.
I got an Andrew Luck jersey.
No, is this?
I think so. I have to pull
Let
it
me
out. I got it.
let me
My
get.
grandpa passed away and he had it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Let me get him, dude. I mean, that's. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be talking to you about
Yeah,
that.
that one's sentimental. Or else
Yeah,
I probably would.
I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, man, keep that, man. The Ferrari. Nah, man, heck yeah.
So like
But honestly,
mhm.
so sorry. So one of my close. So I got a close friend that play ball, right? He's in Washington D.C. right now. I believe he still plays like arena football.
Okay.
and it plays like the Washington Valors or something like that, or some shit like that. I think that's the name of the team. But so I got signed to the Colts, right? So remember I told you in Houston I had the bum ankle, right? I had the high ankle sprain. So they cut me. They basically cut me because of that, right? Because they didn't want to, you know what I'm saying, repair it, whatever. So check this, man. Check this. You want to talk about? And like this is when I told you I had to, and this is what made me. Like I told you I had to go all in for myself, right? Like I had to
Hmm.
get signed to another team, right? Man, so on that bum ankle that I didn't have surgery on, right? I trained for the next 3 months on that bum ankle. I'm like, so I got cut before it's crazy how the league do you, man. I got cut before that next year, like the next two years. So I got cut like that third years, like they cut me right before that like third NFL draft, right? So like right before the next wave of, you know what I'm saying, 3 years later, you know what I'm saying, athletes come out. Basically, bro, you washed up. We don't need you. You know what I'm saying? The league don't need you. Like that's how they try to make you feel, bro. Right?
Okay.
But bro, on the bump ankle, I'm taping it, wrapping it, all this and that. I'm asking you at the school I graduated from, USF. I'm asking them if I can, like, you know what I'm saying, if I can every day, bro. I'm asking them if I 6 in the morning. I'm asking them if I can hop in with they sprints, bro, with they sprint groups, run around the field with their, you know what I'm saying, with their calisthenic groups. You know what I'm saying, jumping over the hurdles. I got this bump ankle, bro. I come out here 30 minutes before everybody, take my shit up at the field goal post. Stretch, y'all get here. I ask y'all if I can go. You know what I'm saying? I step over here on the side. I ain't even running with y'all for real type shit. But everybody know me because, you know what I'm saying? Some of the kids from USF, I'm just 2 years older than them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you supposed to be on the team. Man, look, Kevin, they saw it. They witnessed it. You know what I'm saying? Me being me, I'm so zoned in the man, I got to make this shit shake that I'm not even realizing I'm motivating these kids that's like watching me make something out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and they what, bro, and all them kids came to that USF Pro Day and watched me smash it and saw me sign to the Indianapolis Colts, bro. And I tell you, anytime my dog Zachary Bullock, that's the kid in Washington right now, bro. Anytime he feeling down, blue, or I'm hollering at him, bro. He always tell me, say, Mike, man, bro, I'll never give up. He said, I'll never give up. Excuse me. He said, I'll never give up simply because I seen you make. He said, I seen you make a $250,000 contract on a bum ankle. He said, I seen it. He said, it ain't. He's like, man, you one of the hardest workers, man. And it's like, and it take, and like, and I'm not one for like the bragging and boasting, bro. And I don't like the tooting of the own horn, and I'm not big on that, man. I've always been big on like results, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
Right.
like can't nobody take that away from you for real. You know what I'm saying? But like I can't lie, that shit was refreshing when it was like, well, you was forcing me to take a look back and seeing how far I came, and you know what I'm saying, and seeing that I chased that and I achieved it. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if it was short lived or you know what I'm saying, regardless if I got put on. They did the surgery on my foot. You know what I'm saying? I made it
Right.
there. You know what I'm saying? And
Well,
I feel like I got a big problem with like, with like giving myself wins for that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Shoot. I guess we just our biggest critics. Would you say are you your biggest critic? I mean, you
I
your
think
biggest
I
critic?
think I'm hard on myself.
Yeah.
What was your question?
Um, I guess I was asking.
If I'm ever hard on myself?
Yeah, like, do you
Yeah.
give you, yeah,
So, am
like,
I
do
hard
you
on
ever
my
give yourself like how, I don't want to say the benefit of the doubt. Do you go harder or do you like,
So like I leave the gym a lot of times unsatisfied with myself.
Yeah.
It's almost like, and I think it must be natural, but like I'll breed like an insecurity when I leave. I see a lot of people who smile and laugh, and it almost seems like they don't care, or their expectations are really low, or it's just not the main thing they think about all day. It's just kind of like a side thing, or a lot of people at our gym, like it's like funny because it kind of is a cult, but like jiu-jitsu is like their thing, like
Yeah.
they, whether they're like working 40 hours a week, 80 hours a week, full family, it's all they got to do. It
Right.
still seems like a pretty big dedication to them.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
sir.
It's
Yes,
not like,
sir.
it's not necessarily like people go to like, and I'm not knocking on anyone, but like Get Fitness and like kind of show up for 10 minutes and 20 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. Like, it's kind of like a lot of people at jiu-jitsu are like jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And I feel like overall, I'm hard on myself a lot. I try not to compare myself to other people other than myself yesterday. But I have this thing that I do a lot where I kind of I give myself, I like over expect. Like my expectations of myself are sometimes like not even realistic.
Right.
Like I need to reel back in like realistic expectations and concentrate on micro advances rather than like macro achievements.
Right.
And then I think I'm starting to think the recipe is with every micro achievement, like good micro achievements will add up to big macro achievements,
Gotcha.
Um,
Yeah.
so I'm trying to stay more, not necessarily humble, because I try to be humble already, but I like I will go train jiu-jitsu. I will roll with the professor. How ass backwards is this? I'll go roll with professor, the guy who's in charge, the guy who teaches all of us, the guy who leads it all. And I'll get my ass kicked. Then I'll go home and think about how frustrated I am with myself. But here's the kicker. Here's how dumb it is. If I could beat him, why the fuck would it like? Why would I be there? If he's got what? What did I say the other day? He's got like over 10 years on me. It's like got to be 10 to 15 years of training on me.
Easy.
And he's a much larger human being than I am. If I could beat him, then what would be the point of even going there?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
Like training, that would just show me that like either A, I'm capped out, or B, that like training all that time doesn't do anything. There's no point to training that long. Like, but no, it's like a real ass sport. Like your time on the mat doesn't really lie,
Right.
It shows. And
Mm-hmm.
so like stuff like that, like I'll go home and be upset. Or like there's days where I work 8 hours, I train, I also hit the gym and lift weights pretty hard, and then I'll fucking go home and be like, man, I feel like I didn't do enough pull-ups, or man, I feel like I didn't do enough weight at the gym. I should probably done another set, or man, I didn't roll hard enough today. Like I'll sit there and tell myself I didn't try hard enough. You know what I'm saying? And like, so yeah, I struggle with it. And I think that honestly, I need to like relax a little bit more. Like I need to like let myself do less so that I can like heal more,
Right.
rest more. Does that make sense?
No, I definitely hear that. Yeah.
Like I think I'm the type that'll work myself to death until my body stops moving.
Yep.
Like, dude, I used to work until my body shut down.
Like forget to drink a fucking bottle of water and shit.
Like waking up to go detailing out in the hot sun, and then hitting jiu-jitsu at some point, and then Muay Thai at some point, and then going home and partying with all my friends until like late at night, and then wake up the next day, do it all over again and again, to the point to where like I would be like, there just a day would come where like I couldn't move. Like it would just all catch up to me. Now, is that kind of like what you're inferring?
Yeah, 1,000,000%. It's like you get overwhelmed with certain things after a period of time, especially when, you know, things aren't supposed to, it's supposed to be different or
Right.
just it's like how would you address someone overwhelming you as an opponent,
Someone's overwhelming his opponent. First of all, try to slow it down.
Right.
So like, it depends on what context, like how they're getting me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You got me saying that. You know what I mean? Like, it just depends on what context. Like if they're like, but if I was giving you like a general broad perspective on it, just slow it down to your pace.
Right.
If you're getting smashed, then you need to take a breath and slow down and stop it where it is and try to figure a way out of it. If someone's like speed passing you, then you need to slow them down. If someone's just putting on a heavy pace instead of trying to keep up, just learn to defend yourself until they gas.
Right.
And that's what I look at it as.
That's real.
What about you?
Someone bigger overwhelming me.
That doesn't happen very often, huh?
Right. That's so. Since I've been a blue belt, I feel like that's been my. I gotta figure that out. In terms of what I'm saying, competing, because man, these last two competitions I've been to at blue belt, man, these guys are. Man, one dude was 6'8". Like he was like 6, like 8 and 9. But look, man, I know I'm gonna turn up when the time is right. It's just I just want to be. I want to go in there knowing that that I got the tools. You know what I'm saying, necessary to take down them big mofos. But I feel like I'd have to. You know what I'm saying? Post. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got to get them at bay. Like you said, I got to slow them. I try to slow them down. Like a fucking college sleeve face ass. No. But yeah, because I can't. I'm not pulling on no big one. Not no more.
Not
I
pulling
learned.
guard.
No. Oh no. Oh no. No.
I'm not a guard puller, bro. You ain't gonna catch me with that fucking shit.
I'm trying to. Now I'm trying to sweep, trip. I'm tripping. I'm trying to trip folks. Got me fucked up. Either I'm tripping you, or you taking me down.
So luckily, you are built similar to Professor. Both you guys are tall, lanky.
Yeah.
So you got like a lot of tips you could pick up from him.
Right.
Like chances are, if he shows like some sort of body mechanic, it'll probably work for you. So that's good. I would kind of take his approach.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like he likes more of a smash passing and kind of cooking.
Yeah.
He likes to cook people. He likes to put them in uncomfortable spots and just sit there and let them make the next mistake.
Cook. Let them cook.
Let him cook. Put him on a t-shirt, Mike.
Let them cook.
Put his ass on a t-shirt.
Let them cook. That's awesome, man. Man. Are you thinking about doing the new breed still? The tournament?
In February?
Yeah.
I think so. I think now that I'm a brown belt, I got to get some competitions again.
That's real.
First of all, like it's nice. Like now, I can go out and see what the next level is. So if I go out and compete, you know, kind of get like a taste of like, all right, what's a brown belt competitor feel like? Like, am I on track? Am I off track? Am I doing, you know what I mean? Like, am I ready? But I think it'd be good. The only problem is how fucking expensive it's gotten, bro. It's like kind of stupid. Like,
everything costs money, huh?
yeah, bro. I remember when competitions, I was sounding old, but I remember when competitions were like $40.
$40 competition, bro. I don't believe that.
Then I remember when they were $80, and I was like, holy fuck, they're $80 now. We're all like, yeah, it's kind of crazy, but you know, like the sport's getting popular. Now it's like $150 to $200 just to fucking show up and roll with strangers. You know what I mean? Like,
Fucking tournament.
and these are more local gigs, like, you know, like Tampa tournaments. It's not like it's like a state tournament or like IBJJF. It's just like, you know, like citywide tournaments.
Jeez.
So it's like I want to compete a lot. This one I'll probably do, but like for like the money, like I said, like it's just kind of like sounds nice, sounds fun. It is fun, but then again, it's like, you know, $200 to fucking drive up to like an arena and get a few rolls in and go home. You know what I mean?
Go home,
It becomes worth it to me like when we have like teammates there. That's when it's more fun.
Yeah, like big schools.
Like when we got like a lot of our boys out on there competing as well. It's kind of it makes it.
I like that. I like that.
We need to start fighting for a group rate.
Damn, that'd be tough.
But hey, dude, my daughter, like I said earlier, my daughter's not feeling good, so I'm probably gonna cut it here.
Okay.
Make sure I get the whole house settled before I go to bed and get ready for work tomorrow.
Okay.
But dude, I appreciate you doing this again.
No problem, man. Thank you for having me, bro.
Always a lot of fun. Emery's got a little gift here. I'm gonna bring it to you on Wednesday. She got you a gift.
Okay. Cool. I'll bring yours on Wednesday too.
Same timesies.
You already know these.
Oh, we're so stupid. But hey, man, I do appreciate you doing it. You've been a great friend at the gym, bro. I always look forward to seeing you. Don't stop showing up. I know you're not planning on it, but I'm just saying, don't do it.
Let's go.
I forbid you. And you know, I look forward to helping you as much as I possibly can get to the point you want to get to.
Hell yeah. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you having me too, bro. Anytime you need me a guest star or an appearance on anything.
Bro, you're the number one right now, bro. Holding it down. You're welcome.
Go.
Any fucking time, bro.
Let's go. Anytime, anywhere.
Share it. Tell your friends. Tell your family.
Sorry to disappoint you, Martha, baby. But the G train has left the station.
You're bringing the Grinch in here. A town full of losers. That movie is so fucking great.
Let's go, man.
She tells him he won, and he's excited because it means it's a town full of losers.
Yeah.
I won?
So I won?
So they're all losers? A town full of losers.
Me, a winner.
But the train has left the station. Well, man, thanks again. You left me speechless again.
Thank you, dude. Thank you, bro. Man, I'll talk to you. I'll see you Wednesday then.
Yep. Have a good night.
All right, bro. You too. See you soon.
I think the podcast is fucking sick. If you're listening to it and you're like, you know, I don't know if I want to listen to the next episode of this podcast, you're probably a bitch ass. You need to listen to the next episode of this podcast and keep listening to it. Because my friends down here are trying to make shit happen. And we're going to make some shit happen.